Hi there, it's Robert Bruce Anderson again, and I'm grinning because there's no way that I was finished with the images video. I so casually thought that I could get on to the next one and start to show you how to upload content. I completely failed you in not showing you how to reduce the sizes of your images properly. So for now, let me start with what is an image is too large. In my graphics, I've just found some under my food images. Okay. And let me show you, these are lovely. But let's say, for example, here's a small one and it's 175 kbs. So that's cool. That's big enough to use on my site. It won't slow down the loading. Okay. And if I click on it, I have a suspicion it'll load up big enough. No, you see, it does show its correct size. Looks nice. Okay, so now we get to a big one, which is the next one. Let's go and have a look. If I, sometimes hovering works, sometimes it doesn't. If I go to the properties, it's not too bad, but too big. 990, you should keep it under 400 or 500 and preferably around 100 or 200 kbs. Okay, so what I'll do now, let me just close it in this image. You can just see me battling to close it, you understand. Okay, so the one way you can do this is to I right click it and I open with, and I use Microsoft Office Picture Manager. Okay. What it'll do is it'll open it up for me there, and it allows me to do a bunch of stuff inside of here. So when you click edit pictures, it's cool. I can crop it if need be. I can do a few other things here. Sometimes it's nice. If you want a variety of, if you look at its size, it's nice and big. It's nice for a full-size image. So if you're going to use it as full size on your site, you've got to be careful you don't reduce it too much. Okay. So you might prefer to test it with the second way I'm going to show you how to resize your images. Okay, one way is to click resize and change the percentage here. Okay. It is not likely to reduce the size of it overall. Let me show you. When you click compress picture, it tells you it's 990, which remember I told you it's too much. If you just click documents, it drops it right down to 430 and web pages to 82. And in fact, I've got a feeling it gets down to a ridiculous one. In fact, let me just click OK and watch. That's completely no good for your website, okay? So if you tried it as, let's say, web pages and click OK, it really is supposed to have gone back to that other image. It's behaving like a sinner with me. Let's just go back to here and we click edit pictures again, go back to compress and we go to web pages. Now at 82, it kind of makes it nice just for posts, but not for anything real. Okay, so it means that you'll probably need to stick to the document one, and you click, there we go, it's still a nice big image and it'll work. So then I go to file and I click save as, and I give it a keyword optimized site. So let me put whatever it is, the name of my restaurant, my hotel, whatever it is. Sorry, I'm just going to type anything. And then I save that. For now, I'm going to just save it onto my desktop. Just so that I've got something that I can compare it to in a minute. Remember, we went down to 430, okay? So the other way around is to, I'll then close it and click don't save, is to take the same image and go to, if you go to my free business toolkit, right, and you go to this tiny PNG thing, okay, so it'll now take me to that place. I'll then have to search for this image, wherever it went to, here it is, and it's going to allow me to drop it into here. So I will then take this and drop it into here, and it'll upload. Interesting, it sees it as slightly bigger. I had 990 here, it's at 1, which is not that serious. And it dropped me down 89%. It's still only at, oh, it saved me 93. So now I am 110, which is really cool. So I click download, and as you can see, it's far better, that version. I'm going to take it Let me pause this while it's downloading and I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, done and back. I've got the original, I've got the picture manager version and the tiny PNG. Let's see how obviously different they are going to be. So the original, nice and clear, slightly smaller, the picture manager version, and the tiny PNG one is completely indistinguishable from the original and is far smaller. So can you see how important it is? It's down to close to 1/10 of the size and still nice and clear. And all I did was put it up onto this tiny PNG place. So that's here. And it's done. 89% of the size. How brilliant is that? So now if you've gone to the trouble of doing that to every single one of your images, and when you upload it up to here, which I admit that I haven't done for all of these, it makes your site literally load double, triple, 10 times faster, and you will get better rankings. It's the small details of how you prepare it, how you write out your SEO for every single image. Every time you use a correctly SEO'd image, is this the one I did do? Not sure. I guess not. I did this one. Every time you use it with a correct description, etc., all of this in here on your website, it's going to make a huge difference as to how Google sees your website and what Google sees your website is all about. Okay, I don't need to do much more than that, other than I did show you on the other video, part 1 now, as to how you can resize it. So let's just look at one of those. If I took this one, which is now 135, it's pretty small, but let's find one that's quite big. Maybe one of these at the very bottom. 350 is not too bad. I obviously chose ones that went completely ridiculous when I loaded these. Oh, it's okay. Let me just say this one. So what I could do, I think I have to go to the settings. I'm going to pause it and find out where. Okay, I would suggest that you don't do what I've done, load them all first, because now if I came to media and I can click compress all images, which I did here, and then I click compress all images, I'm obviously now going to need to pause this while it goes ahead and processes out of all 309. Whether I'll get away with it with my monthly quota or not would be interesting. Those that don't need compressing or can't will just be jumped, and I know from past it does others. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to get a coffee break. Perhaps I can do something else in the meanwhile. Let me just think a bit, but we will worry about that. And I will come back and it should have done this by then. Yeah, you see, if it's already used 6 compressions for the very first one, I'm going to run out of my potential. Okay, cool. I'm going to finish this video. When you come back, it will have fixed as much as possible within my monthly budget on the free version of Tiny PNG as a plugin. Take care till the next video. Thanks. Cheers.